Welcome to Tema channel. Today I'm reviewing my monster set, my custom monster set, which I created out of two original monster sets, the Werewolf Ambush and the Star Wars set, Jungle Ambush. I took those three sets and I planked them together to create this customary set with 3 werewolves and this entire forest of assembly. As you can see, I even used one of the small blank back sets where you got one of the small werewolves. I used that for. I set it up like this, that you have the 2 full-grown werewolves. These 2 are full-grown, but he's just more or less just come into his fur, if you can put it in that way. And I actually kind of like the sculpt on these characters. They look actually really cool and all that. I'm still a little sad that they didn't really put a tail on them or anything, but I actually kind of like them a lot. I think they're kind of cool and kind of awesome. The only thing I didn't really like was these claws you got, because I feel that the claws were like, well, these claws, they just seem too big, too bulky, too stupid. I like the idea that they glow in the dark, but I don't really like the idea of them running around with claws longer than their fucking arms. No creature in the world would have so large claws. But, oh well, digress. But this is what I built out of my set. My 3 different werewolves, I'll just set off to the side here. And then let's go into the real set of it. You see there are even 2 unhappy foes who met their untimely demise. Oh well, that'll teach them not to walk through a dark forest with the sign, warning, there will be werewolves here. As you can see, it's a simple set, simple build up. I used a catapult from the Werewolf Ambush, and it works just like in that set it's supposed to do, where you place one of the werewolf characters here, then you just smack that red tab as hard as you can and send the werewolf flying off into the face of your enemies. But unlike that, from the Star Wars set, I also put in this log dropper, which when a vehicle comes driving past here, you pull this and it drops giant logs down upon the enemy, upon their vehicle, bashing it into the side of the road, stopping it and forcing them to get out. Easier to ambush, easier to kill. As you can see, there's also some remnants of an old log cabin, which was sadly destroyed and now a tree has happily grown out of. But the monster theme had this running gag about the monsters protecting a certain artifact, called what I guess was called a monster stone. They also have their monster stone hidden away in a safe compartment where it will not be found by Dracula or the Monster Hunter gang. Cause it's right in here. Right there. Covered by bones and even by, but there's a little window right in there so you can see right through. Made out of tree resin, hardened tree resin. And I actually think it kind of goes very good with the entire werewolf stone theme. That light orange, the see-through orange, dark orange, looks cool. As you can see, it has one simple trap, a simple gimmick. But I actually kind of like the entire 3 gimmick of it looking like something that actually should belong to a tree. Like you'd have like long rows of trees on either side and something that look like a grotty dirt road going right past it. So people just run right past it and you wouldn't see the skeletons. They would be like, have been dragged into the forest so you wouldn't see them. And people just go, oh well, this is just a dirt road, nobody really comes here. And then all of a sudden they get attacked and they get killed. And if not, they get turned. And then they become a part of the big werewolf family. Which is usually what happens when you get bitten by a werewolf and doesn't get killed. You usually get the honor of joining them in their little monster gang. But this has been a review of my improved Werewolf Ambush. Write down in the comments what you think, and thumbs up or thumbs down the video, and as I say, have a good evening.